north of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Johnson now throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Johnson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bishop. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to the air, Lynch after the pick 6. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murray. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Finds Jake Butt over the middle, and he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. Now the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's Johnson on 1st and 10. Right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. looking to throw on second down. Johnson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third down. Johnson got his man complete over the middle. That's Ballard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now Lynch to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So a look at Paxton Lynch as he's slow to get up, remaining down after that play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Now it's the backup Mariota. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, Mariota again. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Johnson now throwing on first down. He's going to rifle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Johnson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard, right at the 20. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Chapman. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Got three down, three down. Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Johnson looking to throw on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a third down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And his kick here is good. And then we'll stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go! Red 38!
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. is going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Johnson to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Check 13.
Operating from the gun. Johnson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the...
It's caught inside the 25. And hitting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Mariota. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Red 38! Flex round! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Johnson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Third down and 3.
Single receiver. Hey, Jordan Island over there. Single receiver. Come on, let's go! Flex round! Ohio!
Back to throw. Johnson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. Mariota to throw it this time. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Mariota on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They go play action. Mariota. He's going to air one out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Dancing away at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, it's Howard. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Johnson now, operating from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And again this time to the tailback. And oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson steps away to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's going to look deep down the field, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Black round. Black round. Ohio. Black round.
Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. Shreds the tackle. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 2nd and 10 now. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 1st down, they run with Howard. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Let's go! 38! Back round! Ohio!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Denver, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders.